Welcome back to another episode of Wynncraft Ultimate Ironman Hardcore Craftsman. So today to start out, I am just going to begin the long process of collecting the next tier of resource to craft our next set of gear. So I'm going to be starting off with the birchwood and trying to get a full set of 3-star birchwood and paper and granite and all of the things. So once I accomplish that, I will be back. Quick progress update. We just hit level 18 and now I can learn the flaming uppercut, which should increase my combat power and make me feel a lot safer. I did just find a rare cow mob and defeated it, and let's take a look at what it dropped. Ooh, some lifesteal leather. First piece of tier 3 wood. Next we're going to do some long needed sorting of our crafting bag. It is full of junk right now. Found a nice granite mine over here near some birch trees, so I can kind of get the granite and the birch at the same time. Still collecting the materials. I have 2 tier 3 wood, 1 tier 3 iron. I'm going to bring you along to show you my loop that I've been doing. So I'm just focusing on the birch and the granite right now. So I have this circle set up that I never have to wait on spawns. So I go here, then I go here. I'll head over to the next tree, so I'll just hit pretty much trees in a circle. Okay, and then I always jump through this group and I do a couple shouts, clear through the mob group. And then chop down this tree, and then by the time I've made that lap around, the granite here is respawned. And then I'll mine the granite, and there's actually a piece of gold here as well. And I've gotten pretty lucky with my gold. I've gotten a lot of 2 stars. So that'll be nice. But then we mine up all the granite, and then we start on a birch tree over there and just loop our way around. So I'm going to continue this for however long it takes. I have noticed that there's willow trees right next to this as well, so I'm adding a couple willow trees into my route as well. You know, might as well start to get some willow wood, because I'm going to need it very shortly. As I was cutting down the willow trees and mining the gold, I had a thought, like, what if it's actually going to be better to make a spear, level 20 to 23, out of willow and gold, even though they're not the highest materials. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put in my strong flesh. We're just going to do 6 strong flesh in this one. Strength Dex, yeah, I don't really care about that. So, we will do 2 of the tier 2 gold and then 4 of the willow. And that should make a spear 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Level 20 to 23. Let's hit craft. Okay, so let us take a look at the difference. So this has an average DPS of 54. This has an average DPS of 56. So it really is not better. I really do think using the higher tier ingredients matters more. Just finished getting the tier 3 granite, paper, and birchwood. Now on to the tier 3 barley. Just got the first piece of tier 3 barley. After many hours, I finally have all of the materials I need to craft my next set of gear. And now I need to decide what ingredients I am going to use. So I've got all sorts of stuff, like some corrupted fragments. This seems pretty good. I've got some sturdy flesh for health. I have some crumbling skulls, which will give strength and defense, which, you know, those 2 stats I care quite a bit about. We also have some scarred leather, which I'm not really in love with. We have, what else do we have here? Undead hearts. I like the sound of those, honestly, for the armor. I know I could be just putting strong flesh on everything, technically, because it doesn't lower that much durability, it gives me damage, but I'm not about that. I honestly am more concerned on my survivability than my damage. The best offense is a good defense. So I'm kind of leaning towards using some undead hearts, some crumbling skulls, maybe some sturdy flesh. If I roll a 25 health when I have 290, an extra 50 health is quite a bit. So the first thing I want to do though is my weapon. And on my weapon, I think I might just do all strong flesh though, because when I have my weapon equipped, I want to, deal good damage. I might put a defender stone on there, but also I'm not sure. And I know whatever decision I make is probably not going to be the 100% best decision possible, and I am okay with that. I know that I am not going to be the most efficient. So actually, looking at these corrupt fragments, I think if I use 3 corrupt fragments, because they lose a lot of durability, and then 3 strong flesh, mostly for that percentage boost off of these flat stats, I think this is going to be a pretty good setup for my weapon. So let's do it. Let's craft it. So for the spear, it is 4 birchwood and 2 granite. Craft spear. Now we want to go to level 17 to 19, and we want to put in our ingredients. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And again, make sure that's level 17 to 19. I do not want to have to regather this stuff. It took a long time. And we're going to do it. We're going to craft. That gave me a lot of levels, and let's take a look here. We have 75 durability, which is pretty comparable to what we got now. Okay, let's take a side-by-side look here. So we have plus 42 main attack damage, plus 7% main attack damage, plus 15% walk speed. I'm going to be zooming with this thing. With an average DPS on 69 compared to 54. And I haven't even put my my tier 2 fire powder I've been saving. So that is pretty neat. Speaking of powder, is there a powder merchant here? Or a powder guy? There's probably a powder guy somewhere, right? There's gotta be. But anyway, powder master. I'm gonna go put that on real quick. I want to see if the powder actually affects the DPS that it says, average DPS. Because I'm definitely putting this tier 2 fire on it. Because it does have a powder slot. Add powder. Boom. Tier 2 fire. Add. It does. Whoa, look at the average DPS now. 96 compared to 54. I think this is definitely the way to go. We almost doubled our DPS. That's sweet. I feel a lot more confident with this weapon. So, we got our damage taken care of, right? So that's a lot of damage for my level. Well, I mean, could have been a little bit better, because I am using a level 19 weapon. I'm a level 26, but still, a lot of damage for my level. So what I want to do now with the armoring is I really want to focus on making sure I don't have to ever create another hardcore character. And I think, because I need 4 pieces of gear, I'm gonna split these crumbling skulls between the gear. That way, it doesn't destroy the durability, but that's a lot of defense I can get. When I made this gear, I did not use up all the slots, which was silly of me. I should have used up all the slots, so I'm going to make sure I use up all the slots this time. So we're also going to use some undead hearts. And finally, we are going to use... What else do we have here? I could put some lifesteal on, some scarred leather. It's not a bad idea. Because right now I don't really have a way to heal myself besides potions. So that would be kind of handy. So, and I'll grab some more strong flesh out, just in case I want to use it. But, alright, so let's take a look. So, use 4 paper, 2 granite. That is going to make us the helmet. So if I do 2 of those, 3 of those, and 1 of those. But that makes me lose health, but earn lifesteal. I think that's worth it because I think it's worth it. I'm so nervous. I think I'm probably just gonna do a strong flesh instead. Nope, something doesn't work. Armoring. Some ingredients don't match the level requirement. Oh, that's why I needed to set it up to 17 to 19. Now, I think probably the safe thing is putting the strong flesh in there because the durability is only minus 24. And that's minus 45. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to matter too much. I think this is a pretty good setup here. Again, look at that thing. Wow, that is awesome. Oh. Oh no. That's not awesome. I wasted those 2 skulls. Okay. Shoot. I guess I should have probably figured out what that meant first. That was not adding 5 strength and 5 defense on. That was removing strength requirements and defense requirements. Oh, shoot. Well, that's still good. Not as good as it can be. Oh, that hurts. That hurts to waste those materials, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. So let's just do 3. Let's put 3 of those on there. Oh, and I can't even do this on here because that's for tailoring anyway. Got those. Now I guess we'll just put some strong flesh on there. Make sure we set it to the highest one. Yeah, that's nice. And now we're going to move over to tailoring here. Oh, I think I actually got some extra granite on accident. So let's increase it to the maximum that we can do. Let's... I actually want to do this again because I didn't like how that looked. Okay. I don't think that really changed anything, but I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna put the scarred leathers on. Some ingredients don't match. Tailoring. Oh, I can't use those. Those are armoring only. Another blunder. I'm learning. I need to make sure I pay more attention to that. Because now I could have put those 2 undead hearts on something else instead of trying to save them. Well, I'm probably gonna remake my helmet, honestly. Like I'm not happy with how that turned out. That's pretty not good. So I'm probably gonna remake the helmet. I really like how that turned out. So I'll probably use those undead hearts on the new helmet. I'll probably farm up some more even. So okay. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Set that to the max level. Shoot. So we use 3 of these and 3 of these. Sure. It's gonna subtract a decent amount of health. And we have created the extremely big weights of strength. That's fine. And then finally I need to make some pants. So what else we got in our crafting bag that we can use on pants? This can give us some health back, and it only subtracts a little bit of durability. What else can be used on tailoring? Not too much. Not too much stuff that I got here. Oh, I have a lot more undead hearts. Okay, cool. I'm probably going to go 6 of 6 undead hearts on my next thing. Tailoring. So I got 2 of those. I can use... I'll probably gather up some more strong flesh. gather up the materials to craft up another helmet, and then we will reconvene. Here we are back in Deathless, and we have 6 of 6 strong flesh to make this gear out of, so let's go ahead and do it. We'll put in 2 barley string, 4 granite ingots. That will create my pants, clicking that up arrow as much as I can so it doesn't bug out. I am kind of contemplating putting some more health on, but the more I think about it, the more I'm just gonna strong flesh pants, level 17 to 19, and craft. Another plus 20% main attack damage. Switch those over. Gives us more health as well. Let's look at how much damage we are doing with this weapon here. Combat info. So our average DPS is 345 damage per second. With that plus 230% buff from our loadout right now, which is huge. We do have a little bit of spell damage buff from our loadout in some ways. I don't really remember exactly how, but we are in a good spot. Let's go ahead and scrap the old pants goodbye. Repair up the full set. It's gonna take like all the scrap away, but boom, we got the full set. I'm leaving the not the cosmetics, but I'm leaving the accessories how they are. Move speed is nice. I don't really know what else I'd want right now. Maybe some XP boosts and such, but here's the new gear. Kind of all just kind of put together randomly, but that's how I like it. It's nice, it's cool. I'm not going off a god, I'm going off what I think sounds cool and what I think will work, and it's really cool to see it's working. So, oh, I got the daily reward to claim. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have claimed it on this character because can't even use any of that. So, but anyway, I think that is gonna do it for this video. It's really not gonna be that long of a video for you guys, but is there like a /playtime or something? I don't know. I'll put a picture up of my playtime on this character on the screen. And yeah, it's been a long time coming for this gear. Next time I want to progress through the next dungeon, because that is going to be how I unlock my next tier of crafting gear. And I think Time Lost Sanctum is the one. Maybe Underworld Crypt? I don't know. That is a level 27 dungeon. No, there's got to be other dungeons I can do before the Time Lost Sanctum. I think Underworld Crypt also will give me tier 4 stuff. So anyway, I'm going to be working towards that. Next time we're going to be taking on that dungeon with our gear set. So I appreciate you watching this video of me getting up to this next set of gear. And I hope to see you in the next one when we take on the dungeon.